All right. All right. Hello, everybody. 8:45. We're going to get started. Kip is here with us, and Mike Shepard is going to be leading the way today. And they have a bunch of different topics that we're going to discuss. I'm going to help them out a little technology-wise, but they're going to roll through and do everything the best that they possibly can. And this will be Mike's maiden voyage, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. So make sure you talk into the mic. That'll help us out.
Since you told me 30 seconds ago.
Yeah. No, I did give you my maiden. It was at least 30-second notice. So he's totally good. I feel like he's going to do a great job. I'm going to put up the screen sharing. So now you guys are going to go smaller, and we were full screen until then. Now we're going to be kind of like in the bottom corner, and then they're going to see what you guys have pulled up on the screen. Okay. So Mike, go ahead with some topics. You can pick some stuff off.
Yeah.
And Kip, let's pick a topic you want to start with.
Sure. I mean, well, just because we kind of have it pulled up, but the Chicago Agent app, I'm assuming most of the people on the call here today are agents with the Acquisto group, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I can't see. We good there?
Yeah.
So everybody right now can actually see the screen.
Yeah,
up top.
screen on the left.
So, and I think there was a little bit of an intro before, but I'm Kip Callaghan with Chicago Title, and with Chicago Title for 15 years. And really one of the best tools and programs that we've had at Chicago Title for the entire time I've been here, and actually beforehand, back when Palm Pilots were kind of all the thing in the real estate industry, is a program called Chicago Agent. But you may have heard of it. Some other title companies in town have something similar. None of them have actually Chicago Agent, which is kind of the genesis of this particular closing cost program. I say program because it's not a calculator. You know, it's a program that works on your cell phone, on your desktop, works with Androids, works with iPhones. Essentially, it's going to calculate your buyer's payments and your seller's nets. We store all closing costs, title insurance, all sorts of information into the calculations. And we've got tons of other calculations like a monthly PITI calculator, which answers the question, you know, I'm renting a house right now and I pay renting an apartment right now, I pay $1,800 a month. Mr. Mike Realtor Shepard, how much house can that get me?
Right.
So you put in the numbers and then it gives you a price range to go shop houses. But it just makes answering all the numbers super simple. Most recently, Mike, if you want to scroll down to the bottom here. So it says, if you can see the screen, this says Get Social. So we've added some different features under our premium Chicago Agent option. And premium means it's like $1 a month. I think it's $11 a year. But so on the left-hand side, you're going to see some lenses that we have. So these are lenses that you can download. You can use them to take a picture. We keep them updated. So we've now got March Madness lenses in there. We had St. Patty's Day lenses in there, which said, you know, I wish I were your realtor, things like that. We had Mardi Gras lenses, but we keep them updated. You can do open house pictures, just listed, just sold. You can then post it to Facebook, post it wherever you want. Really cool stuff. We've also got some lead gen calculators in here as well, which are, it's back down to premium. It should be, let me see. Now we can't see it here, but basically these are calculators, interactive calculators that you can post from your phone, from the app to Facebook or to, well, not to Instagram, but to Facebook, so that your Facebook friends can interact with the calculators. It's actually, you know, cutting edge technology, but it allows you, so we'll take that monthly PITI calculator, for example, which answers the question there. And again, I currently pay $1,800 a month in rent. How much house can that get me? You can post that to Facebook so that your Facebook community can interact with that. So they'll post in $1,800 on Facebook, and then it'll compute a price range of houses that they could potentially qualify for, depending on the down payment, of course. And then, you know, and then there's a lead capture feature there, which basically says, hey, you know, would you like me to show you homes in that price range now, or would you like to go see homes?
And they can change that number and adjust it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yep. It's totally editable. Yep.
Logan, that might work for you, right?
Yeah. Is Logan on here?
Yeah.
All right.
So, anything else on the
No, I mean, that's it.
I've used this. I use the estimates because we'll be out looking. What do you think my payment's going to be? You can just pull this up real quick and just punch in these numbers, and so it is quick and easy.
Yeah, and you can be confident while using it as well. I mean, we check these things against closing statements all the time, and we are within numbers. You know, it's kind of known in the title industry that everything is an estimate until you get to the closing table because there's just so many moving parts. But you know, these estimates are the most accurate estimates you can give in the field, just short of calling us at the title company, which we are always willing to do. Feel free to call us if you need a net sheet that has our, you know, coming from Chicago Title. But this is a quick way to get them on the fly. So
one of the other things we've done recently is closing with you guys. You'll help us on a follow-up postcard.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's right. We're just now going through that process. It's kind of, we've recently been approved to do some co-marketing with our clients. So we've got a Chicago Title postcard program, which when you close it can be mostly a listing. We can do it on the buyer side too. But when you close a listing with us, we're going to go ahead and send out 100 postcards surrounding that particular property. They're going to be just sold postcards. We're on one side and you're on the other side. You know, we pay for 40% because we're on the postage side and you guys pay for 60%. For 100 postcards, it's roughly $50 to the agent. So it cuts your cost dramatically. Really the benefit there is going to be automation. Once we have your headshot, your logo, and your payment information on file, then we close the deal. I order the postcards, and then in a perfect world, we send them out. We've got different templates. We've got 6 different templates that you can choose from, really it's automated and it hits the mail pretty quick.
Yeah, Megan took care of all that for us like she always does. So she was awesome, and so yeah, it's a pretty painless thing. So when that happens for anybody else moving forward, she'll be quick and easy. So
yeah,
so nice for a little bit of marketing after the fact.
We can do it on the buy side too. So if you're representing a buyer and we close the transaction at one of my offices, it would be a meet your neighbor type situation. We would just change. It wouldn't be a just close type thing.
Yeah, like this neighborhood we just sent to, I've got 2 or 3 other buyers that are looking in this specific neighborhood. So, you know, they'll hit that, hey, we just sold, we've got other buyers looking, and then I'm going to follow up with some marketing, you know, phone calls, even knocking on a few doors, wherever I can to try to find some other sellers since we've got active buyers looking in that area. So yeah, so it's a cheaper way to get our name, you know, get our marketing out there.
Yeah, super affordable, and automation. And, you know, direct mail marketing is an interesting animal too. You know, I wouldn't recommend necessarily doing this if you're selling one listing or representing one buyer in Garland, and the next one is in Saxe, and then the next one is in Flower Mound. But if you have a neighborhood that you are working on a consistent basis, or if you have your own database, so if you have your own Excel spreadsheet, your own database that you want us to send those postcards to, we'd be more than happy to do that. You know, direct mail is, when affordable, can be effective. Affordability is definitely the key word there. I think the national return rate on direct mail marketing is less than 1%. But when you look at, you know, some of the heavy hitters in this industry, they invest a lot of money on direct mail marketing. It does work.
Well, you put in your own database. I didn't even think about that, because that's another touch. It's a cheap touch. It can go a long way.
Yeah, they see your activity. There and again, if you know, we can hold off. If you are selling, if you know you're closing 3 properties next month, we can put 3 properties on one postcard. Right. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So it's definitely editable. Postcards are editable. We can really customize it to whatever you're looking for. So
all right.
But yeah.
Good. What else you got for us? How's business?
Business is good. I mean, we were talking kind of a little bit earlier with Shauna. I mean, we're off to a heck of a start this year. We're about to end first quarter, you know, at the end of this month. We'll probably be up 10 to 15% over last year. You know, a lot of uncertainty going in the market this year. But yeah. So things are looking good, and the grass isn't even green yet. But you know, yeah,
go for it. Tell me what that. Is this the same smart zip?
No. So this is Reach 150.
Okay.
So, you know, in today's digital age, and I don't know about you guys, if I'm hiring a lawn guy, the first thing I'm doing is Googling them, and then I'm looking up all the reviews possible. If I'm going to see a movie, I'm checking Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, reviews are just such a huge piece of really every business in the marketplace right now, but certainly real estate. I can't imagine that whenever you contact somebody, especially if they've never known you before, that they're not Googling you. If you contact somebody to try and capitalize on a lead, no matter where the lead's coming from is, you better believe that those people are Googling you right off the bat. So if you don't have an automated system, what's that? Yeah, careful. I know. Yeah, but if you don't have an automated system to actually solicit and syndicate reviews and ask for referrals, I would recommend looking into Reach 150. It's a super affordable way to, like I said, to solicit and syndicate reviews with back-end analytics that you can see who is actually, how many times your Reach 150 site is being hit, all sorts of Google SEO benefits to where it's going to pop up shortly after the advertisements on the first screen of Google. This is one that I'd recommend looking into. Yeah, so it's basically a website that you can send out. You can solicit referrals to all your clients. I've got one. If you pull up my email address, right, it says to view, and you left me one a while back. So I solicited that through you. You got an email from me that said, "Hey, Mike, would you please, if you have time, please fill out this recommendation, this review." And you did, and then it got sent to my back end and it got approved. You've got full access here. That's a different thing too, because when people are reviewing you on Google, you have no access to that information. If they want to leave you a negative review, God forbid, it's going on Google. It's going on Zillow. It's going wherever it is. You have no control over that. Reach 150 gives you all the control in the world. You have to approve the referrals that are put online about you, which is a very important piece. And it's in there, and again, it's going to show up on the first page of Google. So I would certainly recommend looking into that. Now, this is an F&F product, Fidelity National Financial. That's our parent company, as is Chicago Agent now. It used to not be, but now it is. But Reach 150 is one of our products. So really, if you need information, email me at kip.callaghan@ctt.com. Mike, I don't know if there's going to be my information or whatever.
Yeah, no, at the end, we'll make sure that we put up Kip's information. And talking through this here, the reviews and where you can get that. Some of the things that we as a company do is we definitely solicit reviews and referrals for everybody after they close. And what we do is we try to get them through the most difficult places first, where they're most commonly viewed. So we go to realtor.com, we go to Trulia, we go to Zillow, and those ones are where people have to actually log in with their account to get that one created. And so this one here most likely can't push to Zillow and Trulia with those reviews, because LinkedIn. Yeah, so it's going to go to certain places where you don't necessarily have to be a logged in user to be able to post it when you're doing that. So we solicit the ones as a business for you from those couple of them. If you end up looking and you log into your agent page, and I pull one of them up over here, then what you'll see is we have a place where we'll ask for reviews and referrals here. So that's a really good point. If I was to click on Shauna's in particular, as you scroll down, it's going to have all of the different places that you can find and leave reviews for. So these are the main places where we would want to have reviews. So when you click in there, there's going to be a spot for reviews for each one of them. And then we actually will take those and pull those reviews out and put them right here, the best ones. So we have them all posted for you. Okay. So there's a couple of places. The Reach 150, I think, is going to do a really good job. And maybe we'll do a follow-up. I'll do some research in here and then show how they're different and possibly better, and where you guys could utilize that as an agent to have an even better benefit. So that's going to bring us to 9 o'clock right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to call that our normal TNT session. We're going to have an after party. So if Mike wants to stay here and talk, and Kip had a couple of other things, maybe we can just talk through a couple other things. You guys can stay logged in if you desire. and we'll talk through a couple other items that you have here. Do you have anything else important that you wanted to hit on from your list?
No, just reach out to me if you'd like information about Reach 150. Reach out to me if you'd like information on Chicago Agent. We've got a number of other tools, or the postcard program. So we've got a number of other tools. If we haven't had a chance to sit down and visit, I'd love to buy a cup of coffee and we can sit down. So, but that's kind of it. If we're right at 9 o'clock, then we can kind of certainly end it there. So appreciate it.
Very good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Let me turn this off, and then we'll be off.
I'm surprised you can't see yourself.